a child without a man. Neither any man has been able to produce a child without a woman. So that is quite a powerful statement there. And when you're not connected with Krishna Bhakti and you don't know about the original love couple, Radha Govinda, then you end up with speculating about the origin somewhere in nowhere. And some people, they're so disgusted with everything and so sad that they actually do away with this father-mother principle and draw it back through evolution, through the monkeys, back to the enzymes and to the interactions of amino acids, trying to point out that by some strange accident all this came about. And they're proud of it. They think that we are very bold to declare that we don't believe in anything and that everything came out of an accident, so to say. So this is very much the situation of our world, and it is obviously very disheartening. The whole idea that we're coming out of an accident and that our life is really pretty much meaningless. This doesn't make anybody happy. So we are very, very fortunate to draw back our origin in the transcendental world to Krishna. Now, Krishna, he can impregnate Prakriti, the material energy, by his glance. He doesn't have to have a sexual relationship with the material energy. Krishna, just by glancing on the Mahatattva and transforming it into the diverse life forms and everything, that is the God's power. That is what he can do. But that simultaneously presents himself as a loving couple, as the original prototype of spiritual relationship, of eternal love. That is something, it just blows your mind, you know. I would say those who are Krishna Bhaktas, or those who worship Lakshmi Narayan, they have the greatest fortune to actually look upon their Lord as divine love in the mother form, in the Mother Lakshmi, and then you go even further, and then all of a sudden God himself, Krishna, he has a mother too, Yashoda. You go, wow. And Purnamasi and Yogamaya, and it's just a labyrinth of different spiritual power interactions, and how everything is like the scenario of Vrindavan is like the composition of a beautiful, beautiful picture of love in unlimited features and expansions. Now that is well, we can just meditate and we can just go mad in front of them and chant Radhe Govinda, Radhe Govinda, Radha Ramana, Radha Ramana. We can actually dive into a spiritual ecstasy celebration of the grateful children. The grateful children, the fired up devotees who are appreciating how Krishna has done everything without asking too many questions. Not that you, oh, I want to intellectualize everything. Divinity must be in my fist. I know it. I have control of divinity. I can just go, here it is. Like this always in the silly movies, no? They want to always reduce everything to a ring, or to a jewel, or to some graal. They want to reduce everything to just like an energy function or something. You know, it's all kind of impersonal philosophy. And one has it and the other doesn't have it. And the one can give it to the other under certain circumstances. Or worse, they fight for it. Huh? Like you see this epics of the mundane, huh? The epics of the fantasy books of the Harry Potter, Lord of the Rings, and all that nonsense. No, you say, ah, he got it, she got it. you have to take it away, it's under the spell, and then when you get it, you get immortality. Immortality. And then at one point, when the so-called Harry Potter, he gets the access to the immortality, to the supreme power, to the weapon to conquer everything, then he breaks it and throws it away. Anyway, what is it all about? You know? Let's go back to business of sense gratification. You know? There's nothing to enjoy. That's where our story starts. Huh? Now let's celebrate. Let's celebrate our immortality, our gratefulness, the divine connection. We are not only eternal, but we are eternal servants and eternal loving servants. And we are enjoying to serve each other right now. Like I'm enjoying so much to see all of you, because I wasn't even expecting hardly any of you here. I thought I'm going to be here with Gupta and Purushottam, and we're going to have 2 very nice days of just relaxing and thinking about Bad-Homburg, Yatra, and this, and here, boom! So many devotees come from so many areas. That means my mind goes to Colombia, my mind goes here, everywhere. No? And of course back to Vrindavan, where I just came from and left the devotees with big tasks. Big tasks. Our devotees are moralizers in Vrindavan. Yeah, at least we try to moralize. We try to moralize the Braj Vrindavan Heritage Alliance. We try to moralize the Vishwa Vaishnava Raj Sabha. We try to get ecological thinking into the Gaudiya Math. My God, these beloved Vaishnavas who we respect so much, but believe it or not, they still use styrofoam plates sometimes in their big festivals, not questioning themselves where the hell all this styrofoam will end up afterwards, you know. Ooh. And of course we have to do that without feeling puffed up or thinking that we are some better guys, which obviously we are not, but and we have a great mission of moralizing and creating goodwill and communication and action, and that's why Vrindav mission is there. Otherwise, what are we there for? We have more work to do in other countries where people don't even know that God exists still. Of course, in India they're forgetting that God exists. They're thinking, many people really think money is God. But they love Ganesh because he's connected to the money, so the karma kanda religiosity is quite intense still. But I mean, if you go to India and you offend Ganesh, you know, they won't like it. They won't like it at all. You'll be in big trouble if you offend Ganesh. So like that. So we are very fortunate by the grace of Gaur Nitai and Srila Prabhupada to have such a clear picture of Vrindavan. As a matter of fact, like Shamarani makes these beautiful paintings and you see, oh, Radha Madhava, sweet, 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 sweeter than honey. Krishna is the supreme pastimes creator. And he's also at the same time, and then when you go deeper into the Krishna Lila, he becomes like a divine rascal. He becomes naughty with his mother. He makes the gopis sometimes broken-hearted. And he's showing that he's the one in charge of the whole universe and of all loving affairs in the world. They're all focused in and around him. Any loving affair separate from Krishna, that is just pale. This is just Bastai Roman subject, you know. This is like the last of the last nonsense, no? But the principle of love, it exists. The principle of love is driving us crazy, and this is not found. There is a certain potential, there's a certain proportion of that divine love which you can find in the love amongst Vaishnavas. Love to the Guru, love to your beloved Vaishnavas. There is a certain amount of that. An important amount, but the focus is into the eternal divine realm. Just like when people get married, there is a certain love, obviously. They fell in love a little bit with each other. There's, I have a nice husband. I have a nice wife. If they're lucky, it lasts for a while, this feeling. But, you know, when she's 70 and you 75 or so, what will it be then like? What is that love? Is there such a feeling of love? Well, if you're really lucky and really dharmic, maybe there is a very great appreciation even on that level. I mean, it's supposed to be. Let's say our ancestors, when they were more traditional and they're more rigid in their spiritual commitments, maybe they had something of that. But still, you know, we never celebrate Radha Govinda as old Govinda and old Radharani. No. They're presenting a prototype of eternal beauty, of eternal enchantment, where old age doesn't have any place. That's why Krishna is called Navayovana. He's eternally useful. So therefore, yes, it's something different. We should not commit the big mistake of thinking that our husband-wife relationships, they can substitute our divine relationship with Krishna. Or we should not think that our mother-child relationship can substitute our relationship with Balagopala on the pastimes of Krishna. Because that's going to be very painful, and the children help us to realize that very quickly, because once they get 8, 9, 10 years, they become so naughty and so disobedient, and then the parents really wonder sometimes, was it really a boon to bring up this brat? Of course, mother love hardly ever disappears. It's such a powerful thing, but sometimes mother has to visit her son in the jail. And that's a painful thing. But there's millions of people in jail, so there's millions of mothers who have to visit their child in jail. So it's not something, it never happened, no? So, and that's probably because they didn't bring him up with Krishna consciousness, that they have to go to such painful circumstances, no? So altogether, really, we have to understand that life is something much higher than anything the material world can provide. So I'm so extremely happy and so extremely grateful that we are here thinking how to preach the message of Radha Krishna love, Vrindavan love, and all what our Gurudev Srila Prabhupada has given to us. It is too much a treasure that we can even conceive of it in a comprehensive way. We can only slightly touch upon our gratefulness and our compassion towards others who don't know about that, just like something like drips drips of mercy who are coming down and falling upon our head as we chant the holy names, like drops. These drops, they are coming and they keep dropping, you know. Just keep your head in the right position. The drops of mercy keep falling on your head, just like after the Arctic, after the water has been offered to the Supreme Lord, and then the drops of mercy are thrown on the head of the devotees, so that they say, oh, I'm receiving the mercy coming down. So you just keep your head there. It means you have to go to art, you know. Otherwise there are no drops falling somewhere. Well, the drops are coming in many ways, obviously, but this is one of them, the physical way in the Arctic, which is a very important thing, like receiving the drops of mercy. The Srimad Bhagavatam, Bhagavad Gita, this is also drops of mercy through the ear. Taking prasadam is drops of mercy coming down through the food we are eating. Associating with sadhus is drops of mercy in touching them, counseling with them. Everything is just like, well, very nice, huh? Very nice, so good. So in this way there's drops of mercy coming from the dust of Vrindavan. Drops of mercy are coming from seeing Krishna's deity form. Drops of mercy is coming down when we chant Krishna's name, the Hari, the japas, the Gayatri mantras. It's every mantra you say, every time you repeat Om Ajnanatimirandasya. It's the drops of mercy. Immediately drops of mercy start flowing into you. Every mantra, every sound, every time you open yourself to receiving a drop of mercy, it refreshes your whole existence and flushes out the confusions, the doubts, the pains, the so many silly things in this world. Everything is just driven away by the drops of mercy. So this is Radha Madhava. It is like the picture of drops of mercy. They are flying in everywhere on the head of those who are meditating on the songs in the Kunja Bihari, in this beautiful Vrindavan setting, which is like the prototype of beauties of this material age of Kali Yuga. So together we full moon and full sun, that is the power. That's why we put on this poster of all the deities, we put the Gornitai in form of sun and moon there also. Little details, my dear, they are the little details of the great pastimes of Shri Radha and Krishna. So, very, very beautiful. Then it goes on. Gopi Janna Vallabha Girivanadari. Wow, now the meditation goes, Gopi Janna Vallabha. He who conquers all the gopis. And all the gopis are at his feet, not only Radharani. And the invitation to all of us is to become a gopi in Vrindavan. Devotees, male devotees, are crazy to give up their male identity, their whatever male vanity. Hopefully you don't have so much anymore. And wanting to become a maidservant in Vrindavan, somebody who just running around cleaning the ground or arranging flower garlands for Radha and Krishna and being engaged in Vrinda Devi's service. Vrinda Devi, yeah, what we have to do? Okay, you go quickly, you arrange this, you arrange that. We need special flowers today, rose petals, because you have to arrange everything at the beautiful bed in Niduvan will be very covered with the most fragrant roses, don't. And with the different colors, they're all. There's a Vrinda Devi is like keeping the gopis busy. You never hear of any gopa being part of that. They do other things with Krishna. They play with him, but in that confidential arrangements of the Radha Krishna Nikunja Lila, this is gopas out. They have nothing to do there. So, therefore, the devotees aspire to become the servant of the servants of Srila Rupa Goswami, Lalita, Vishaka, that the Shakis and the Manjaris, this is the real highest magno opera of Krishna Lila. And very confidential. It's not to be entered by anybody who is just like on a skeptical mentality and he thinks he can understand or something. No, out. Srila Prabhupada, Srila Sridhar Maharaj used to say, suspicion leads to suspension. Those who are very suspicious, skeptical, I don't know, okay, out of the way please, we don't need you here. But I am so learned, I've studied so many Shastras. Yeah, keep studying somewhere far away. Wow, what's this? This is Braj, this is Madhurya, this is very confidential. It's only for those who are totally immersed in wanting to please, in wanting to serve. Those who are ready to give everything to each other, who are selflessly surrendered, who want to do for Krishna anything, doesn't matter what. If he wants me to run away from my family, I run. What? From my family? Yes, you heard it right. Everybody ran away from their family to go to Krishna and Bhaktivat. And also all the brahmacharis and brahmacharinis to join the spiritual master have to run away from their family. Usually the family go, where are you going? Are you crazy? You have to stay here, you're my son. Sorry, Father, Mother, forgive me, but somebody's very beautiful and wonderful. I have to go quickly, quickly. No! Yes. You can hardly understand it. How is it that my beloved son and daughter has escaped with Krishna in the forest? So this is Krishna Lila, this is Gopi Jana Vallabha. And Girivanadhari, and he also lifts the Govardhan hill to give shelter to all of Vrindavan, to show the greatest proportion of sensual engagements in the service of divine reality, Govardhana, and the Indra is driven away, the senses which drive you crazy for sense gratification, all that is driven away by Krishna, little Krishna in his play of Girivanadhari, when he lifts the Govardhan hill and everybody is under the shelter and Indra is defeated. I wanted to enjoy, I'm the master. You in the mud, you silly fool, you arrogant Indra. Now let the whole world for the end of history laugh about your arrogance. Nobody likes it that others think bad about him. If anybody, I hear that sometimes one devotee hears that somebody else has like a suspicion about his integrity or maybe criticized something, what they have done, and immediately they go, no, I cannot tolerate that. How can they question my supreme devotional attitude, and how do they even think that I could ever not be a pure devotee or something like that? Well, I'm not a full pure devotee, but at least nobody has a right to question my integrity and my, they have said something about me, about my past, about my way of acting. I won't go back to these devotees. I will not give them my darshan anymore. Yes, very, very, very easily devotees get upset just because somebody said, he's a fool. Me a fool? No. But Indra, the whole world, since he did that nonsense in Vrindavan, the whole world celebrates his foolishness. And he is a great devotee in the end, because he got the mercy of Krishna. He could meet Krishna personally. Then you imagine what kind of a devotee is. He was allowed to enter into the Leela, and even, but he's getting it all the time, If he's I guess when it comes to Govardhan Puja, he's saying Swagat, he's saying, they're going to get on my case again. The whole world is going to know what an ignorant idiot I was. Oh, God. I better keep my head real down. Indra. What a hard position, But he doesn't give up Krishna consciousness for that. It's not that therefore Indra has dropped everything and said, no more Krishna, because I was so embarrassed. So on the contrary, when Indra sees that somebody takes Krishna serious and that, then Indra knows he has to give him all facilities and help him. So this is Girivanadhari. All this is like practically this one song. It's like a picture book of the whole Vrindavan Leela, It is just unending. Yashoda Nandana Vatsalya. Now we go into the Leela of little baby Krishna Gopal sitting on the lap of mother, like Also Gupta likes that, the favorite picture there of Yashoda and Krishna and the lap.